Let's make some art. Hello friends, it's me Jay. Are you ready to have some fun? I sure am. Today, we'll make awesome art using things you can find at home, like egg cartons and plastic bottles. When we recycle, we give old things a new life and help our planet. We'll be artists and little scientists, making caterpillars, flowers, binoculars, and even puppet friends. Thanks for joining us, grown-ups. Get ready for a day full of creativity. So, are you ready to get started? Let's go make some art. Hello everyone, and welcome to our crafting corner. Today, we're diving into the wonderful world of upcycling and creativity. We're about to embark on a fun and simple project that's perfect for kids of all ages. Get ready to transform something ordinary into something extraordinary. For our first project, we're making a wiggly caterpillar from an egg carton. It's a fantastic way to reuse materials and spark your child's imagination. This little caterpillar will bring a smile to everyone's face. Now, before we get started, remember that safety is always our top priority. This step requires a little bit of grown-up assistance. Ask a grown-up to help cut a long strip from the carton. See all those bumps? Each bump will become a segment of our caterpillar's body. That's our caterpillar's body. Make sure the edges are smooth to avoid any little pokes or scratches. We want this to be a fun and safe experience for everyone involved. All right, artists, it's time to unleash your inner Picasso. Now let's paint it any color you like. Don't be afraid to get creative and experiment with different shades. You can use green like me, or maybe you want a bright red, a sunny yellow, or even a rainbow caterpillar. I'm painting mine green. Remember to cover every nook and cranny of the egg carton strip. This is where your caterpillar really starts to come to life. Painting is not just about adding color. It's about expressing yourself and having fun. Patience is a virtue, especially when it comes to crafting. While the paint dries, let's add a face. A caterpillar needs eyes to see the world, right? Glue on 2 googly eyes. These little eyes will give your caterpillar so much personality. You can use small googly eyes, big googly eyes, or even different sized eyes for a quirky look. Get creative and have fun with it. Every caterpillar needs feelers to explore its surroundings. Next, use pipe cleaners for feelers. These will help your caterpillar sense the world around it. Ask a grown-up to poke 2 small holes at the front of the caterpillar's head, then stick the pipe cleaners in. You can twist them, bend them, or curl them to give your caterpillar its own unique style. Feelers are like the caterpillar's antennas, helping it navigate and discover new things. Now let's give our caterpillar a cheerful expression. Draw a happy smile with a marker. A smile can brighten anyone's day, even a caterpillar's. Use a black marker, a red marker, or any color you like to create a warm and inviting smile. You can even add rosy cheeks or a cute little tongue. The possibilities are endless. Ta-da! Look at our caterpillar, colorful with eyes and feelers. Isn't it adorable? It's amazing what you can create with a little bit of imagination and some simple materials. This little caterpillar is ready to wiggle its way into your heart. But wait, there's more to this project than just creating a cute caterpillar. We made this from something we'd usually throw away. That's recycling. By reusing materials, we're helping to protect our planet and reduce waste. It's a small act with a big impact. Recycling is a great way to teach kids about environmental responsibility and the importance of taking care of our world. Why stop at one? You can make a whole family of caterpillars, maybe even a rainbow one. Imagine a whole collection of colorful caterpillars wiggling around your house. You can create different sizes, different colors, and different personalities for each one. It's a fun and engaging way to spend an afternoon with your family. Now that our caterpillar is complete, let's set our caterpillar aside to dry. Find a safe and flat surface where it can rest undisturbed. This will allow the paint and glue to fully dry, ensuring that your caterpillar stays intact for a long time. You did an amazing job. Great job, artists. High five. Give yourselves a pat on the back for creating such a wonderful and eco-friendly craft. But the crafting fun doesn't stop here. Ready for the next project? I see something round and colorful on the table. What could it be? Let's find out what it is. Get ready for another exciting adventure in the world of creativity. Wow, look at this amazing collection of bottle caps. So many colors, so many possibilities. We've been saving these up for something special, and today's the day we finally put them to good use. We have reds, blues, greens, yellows, a whole rainbow of caps just waiting to be transformed. It's amazing how something we usually just toss away can become the star of a fun and creative project. That's right, we're not throwing these away. We're turning them into something beautiful and unique, gorgeous, vibrant flowers that will brighten up any space. This is a fantastic way to teach kids about recycling and upcycling, showing them that even discarded items can have a second life as something beautiful and useful. Plus, it's just plain fun to get creative and make something with your own two hands. First things first, let's grab a piece of cardboard. This will be the base for our garden, the canvas upon which our bottle cap flowers will bloom. You can use any size or shape of cardboard you like, a recycled box, a piece of poster board, whatever you have on hand. The important thing is that it's sturdy enough to hold our flowers and provide a nice backdrop for our artwork. Think of it as the soil in our garden, ready to nurture our colorful creations. Now comes the fun part, arranging our bottle caps. We're going to create the petals of our flowers by placing the caps in a circle. Experiment with different sizes and arrangements to see what looks best. You can make a classic daisy shape, or get creative and design your own unique flower. Don't be afraid to overlap the caps or leave spaces between them. It's all part of the artistic process. This is where your imagination can really take flight. And here's where you can really let your personality shine. Choose any colors you like for your flower petals. Mix and match different shades, create a rainbow effect, or stick to a single color scheme. It's entirely up to you. The more colorful, the better in my opinion. Think about what colors make you happy and incorporate them into your design. Remember, there are no rules in art, so have fun and express yourself. Once you're happy with your arrangement, it's time to secure those petals. Carefully apply glue to the back of each bottle cap and press it firmly onto the cardboard. Make sure the glue is strong enough to hold the caps in place, but not so much that it oozes out from the sides. A glue gun works great for this, but regular craft glue will do the trick too. Just be patient and let the glue dry completely before moving on to the next step. Now, let's add the finishing touch to our flower, the center. Choose a bottle cap in a different color than the petals to make it really stand out. Yellow is a classic choice for the center of a flower, but you can use any color you like. Glue the center cap right in the middle of your petal circle, and voila! Your bottle cap flower is really starting to take shape. No flower is complete without a stem and leaves. So let's grab our green marker and add those in. Draw a line extending down from the flower to create the stem, and then add some leaves on either side. You can make the stem straight or curved, and the leaves can be any shape or size you like. Get creative with your leaf designs. Try making them pointy, rounded, or even jagged. But why stop there? Let's add some extra details to our garden to really bring it to life. You can draw some grass at the bottom of the cardboard, add a bright yellow sun in the corner, or even include a cute little ladybug crawling on one of the leaves. The possibilities are endless. Think about what else you might find in a real garden and try to incorporate those elements into your artwork. And there you have it. Our bottle cap flower pops right off the page, creating a cool 3D effect. Isn't it amazing how we were able to transform old, discarded bottle caps into something new, beautiful, and totally unique? This is a project that's not only fun and creative, but also teaches us the importance of recycling and upcycling. That's the magic of recycling, taking something old and unwanted and giving it a brand new purpose. It's a great way to reduce waste, conserve resources, and create something beautiful in the process. Plus, it's a fun and rewarding activity that everyone can enjoy. Now, let's find a special place for our flower in our art garden. How about we put it right next to our adorable caterpillar? They'll make great neighbors. Our art garden is really starting to grow and flourish, and it's all thanks to our creativity and our commitment to recycling. You're doing an absolutely amazing job. Keep up the fantastic work. Your creativity and enthusiasm are truly inspiring. Remember, the most important thing is to have fun and express yourself. So keep experimenting, keep creating, and keep making the world a more beautiful place, one bottle cap flower at a time. Ready for an adventure? Let's make binoculars from cardboard tubes. Take 2 toilet paper rolls and put them side by side. Use tape to stick them together. Wrap it around the middle. Now, let's decorate. Use paint, markers, or stickers. I'm adding stars and happy faces to mine. Want superhero binoculars? Paint them red and blue, or try camouflage. Next, add a string so you can wear them around your neck. Ask a grown-up to help attach it. Now put them on. What do you see? Try looking around the room or outside. Maybe you'll spot a bird or our caterpillar friend. Let's add our binoculars to our art collection. You're an artist and an explorer. Awesome work! Get ready to dive into a project that's not only fun, but also teaches us about the magic of nature and the importance of recycling. Our next project is a living one, a plastic bottle planter. We're going to transform something that might have ended up in the trash into a beautiful little garden. This is a fantastic way to learn about plants, how they grow, and how we can help the environment. all while creating something lovely to brighten up our space. First things first, safety is key. Ask a grown-up to carefully cut a plastic bottle in half. We'll be using the bottom part of the bottle for our planter, as it will serve as the container for our soil and seeds. The top part can be saved for another creative project so nothing goes to waste. Make sure the edges are smooth so there are no sharp bits. This step is super important, so always have a grown-up do the cutting. Now comes the fun part, decorating. This is where you get to unleash your creativity. Decorate your planter with markers, paint, colorful tape, or stickers. Make it your own. You can draw flowers, animals, patterns, or even write your name on it. Let your imagination run wild and turn your plastic bottle into a unique piece of art. This is your chance to personalize your planter and make it truly special. Time to get our hands dirty. Fill your decorated bottle with soil, but not all the way to the top. Leave a little space at the top, about an inch or two, to make watering easier and prevent the soil from spilling out. We want to give our seeds the best possible start, so make sure the soil is nice and loose. This will help the roots grow strong and healthy. Now for the stars of our show, the seeds. Sprinkle in some seeds. Flowers or herbs work great. Consider choosing seeds that are easy to grow, like sunflowers, basil, or lettuce. Read the instructions on the seed packet to know how much space each seed needs. This will help your plants grow big and strong without overcrowding each other. Gently poke the seeds into the soil. You don't want to bury them too deep, just a little nudge will do. This helps them stay in place and get the right amount of moisture to start growing. Think of it as tucking them into bed, nice and snug. Plants need sunlight and water, so give your seeds a little drink. Use a small watering can or a spray bottle to gently moisten the soil. Be careful not to overwater, as this can harm the seeds. Just enough to make the soil damp is perfect. Now, let's find the perfect home for our little garden. Place your planter in a sunny spot, like a windowsill, and water it every few days. Sunlight is like food for plants, and water keeps them hydrated. Check the soil regularly to make sure it's not too dry or too wet. The moment we've been waiting for. Keep an eye on your planter, and soon you'll see tiny green sprouts. These little sprouts are the beginning of your plant's life, and it's so exciting to watch them grow. Remember to keep watering them and giving them sunlight. Look at what you've accomplished. You turned a plastic bottle into a home for a new plant. That's recycling and gardening. You've not only created something beautiful, but also learned about the importance of taking care of our planet. Give yourself a big pat on the back. We're so proud of your creation. Add your planter to our growing collection. You're an artist, explorer, and gardener. Amazing! Keep exploring, keep creating, and keep growing. Time to make a new friend, a sock puppet. Find a clean old sock and put your hand inside. Wiggle your fingers to make the puppet talk. For eyes, glue on buttons. Ask a grown-up for help with glue. Add yarn for hair. Cut a few pieces and glue them on top. Make a mouth from felt or draw one with a marker. Give your puppet a name. Mine is Chester. Decorate your puppet any way you like. Add a nose, freckles, or a bow tie. Now you have a puppet friend for stories and songs. Add your puppet to our recycled art collection. Look at everything we made today. So creative. Wow, look at all our creations. Caterpillar, flower, binoculars, planter, and sock puppet. We turned things that might have been trash into treasures. I hope you're inspired to make your own art at home. Remember, always ask a grown-up for help with scissors and glue. Thank you for making art with me today. You're a wonderful artist. Keep creating. See you next time for